Hey y'all, so today I wanted to sit down and film this. It's a really pretty sort of soft glam smoky eye. Really simple, only a few eyeshadows. I kept it pretty natural looking. I didn't use any eyeliner or anything. This is something that would be really pretty if you were going to take pictures, or if you were a bridesmaid, or I mean, you could pretty much wear this for anything. It's very soft, very subtle, but it still is pretty. Anyway, I hope that y'all are having a great weekend. I appreciate y'all watching, and I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas. And if you like this, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks, y'all. Bye. So I'm going to start off by using Becca Backlight Priming Filter, which is something I use pretty much in every video, or in every day in life. It's really pretty. It gives your skin a pretty glow. Then I'm going to use the L'Oreal 24-Hour Fresh Wear and the Revlon Color Stay. I'm going to mix the two for kind of staying power and kind of a natural look. When you use the Revlon Color Stay, it gives you really good staying power. And that L'Oreal 24-Hour Fresh Wear is really natural looking on the skin. So I find that mixing the two together really gives you a good skin day. Just going to blend that in with my BH Cosmetics number 3. Then I'm going to take the Wet n Wild sponge. I almost fell out of the chair. I'm going to take the Wet n Wild sponge and blend it in the rest of the way. I like to do this with any kind of foundation. Take a wet sponge and blend it in. I like the Wet n Wild one. It's comparable to the Beauty Blender in my opinion. My hair was driving me insane the entire video. Then I'm going to take the Revlon Candid Concealer. I'm going to put it under my eyes and kind of highlight down the center of the face. This would be really pretty makeup for pictures, or if you're a bridesmaid, just something where you want to just look fresh and natural, but at the same time look really pretty. I love these colors that I'm going to be using on the eyes. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. And the eyeshadows in these are super soft and blendable. And they're all very pretty. They're very romantic looking, if that makes sense. But it would be really pretty bridesmaids makeup. Then I'm going to take the Lorac Pro palette, the contour palette in the shade Medium. And I'm going to go into that first color, which is called, let me find the palette right quick. It is called Beige. It's just called Beige. Then I'm going to take the Urban Decay Primer Potion and put it on my eyes. And I put a little bit on the lower lash line because I'm going to put some eyeshadow down there and it'll help it stay on. Then I'm going to go into the light contour shade, which is like a bronzer shade, and just kind of do a little light contouring under my cheekbones, under my neck, and my jawline. Then I'm going to take an eyeshadow brush and shade under my lip for some definition. And I always take it through the crease to kind of tie things together. And I don't normally do this, but if you're going to be taking pictures or something and you just want to look extra glam, or even in every day if you just want to look extra glam, I kind of tend to carve out my nose a little bit and make it look a little more narrow, more button nose, if that makes sense. And I just do that with that same contour color and blend out with the wet makeup sponge. It just gives it a little bit of shading. Very subtle. Definitely no Kardashian. I'm going to take Tarte Blush in the shade Exposed. This is a pretty neutrally pink color. It's very natural looking on the skin. It's probably my favorite blush of all time, just because of that. It can go with any makeup look. I'm going to put a little bit of that through the crease just to kind of tie it all together like I did the bronzer. This is something I do when I don't wear eyeshadow, and it really makes the look come together. But even when you're wearing eyeshadow, it really makes the look come together. I have no idea what I'm looking for right here. Looking for something. Oh, it's right there in front of me. I'm going to do my brows with just a dark brow gel. This is the ColourPop one in dark brown. I didn't choose to fill in my brows because this is kind of a softer, more natural look. And if you already have thick brows, this is a good option rather than filling them in. Just use like a colored brow gel. But if you don't have thick brows and you really need to fill them in, you can go ahead. But I just really like to not fill them in some days when I'm doing a more natural look. Then I'm going to take the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm going to go into the color called Vermeer. It's a really pretty light, shimmery, kind of opalescent color. It's gorgeous. This whole palette is pretty. Then I'm going to go into the color called Warm Taupe. And I'm going to blend that all through the crease. It's just a really kind of cool toned brown. Like a neutrally cool toned brown. It's not dark. It's more mid-tone to skin tone, but it's more of on the cooler side, if that makes sense. Just run that through the crease. A little bit on that outer corner. Then I'm going to go into this kind of dark brown called Cypress Umber. And really pack that on the outer corner and through the crease, just to give it a little definition. It's a really pretty color. That's just kind of a smaller tapered blending brush. I like to use that to pack on color through the crease. I can't find anything this whole video. I couldn't get my life together. There it is. Then I'm going to go in the color at the top called Tempera. It's like a fleshy color, maybe lighter, more like a bone color. That was kind of gruesome. Flesh and bone. My true crime podcasts are coming out in my makeup videos. Do y'all listen to true crime podcasts? What are some of your favorite ones? I love true crime podcasts. Then I'm going to go back into Cypress Umber and Warm Taupe and mix them together. And I'm going to use like a small angled brush just to line my eyes. I didn't use eyeliner for this makeup look because I wanted it to be soft and natural and look really blended. And it's just really pretty to use these two colors together. The colors are Warm Taupe and Cypress Umber. Warm Taupe, again, is like a mid-tone cool brown. And Cypress Umber is kind of a cooler, darker brown. I'm going to take it under the lash line too to line the lower lash line. Again, I didn't use any eyeliner in this video, and I really like how it turned out. This would be really, really pretty for pictures. If you're doing like some sort of pictures, engagement pictures. Then I'm going to take the color Antique Bronze, and it is just what it sounds like. It's kind of a deeper bronze color. And I'm just going to run that through the crease a little bit. Then I'm going to go back in that original color, the Vermeer, which is like the kind of shiny opalescent color. And just kind of go back over the lid to really make it pop. And then I'm going to take a clean blending brush and just blend it out. Again, can't find what I'm looking for. My favorite mascara is L'Oreal Lash Paradise at the moment, and that's what I'm using in this video. I can't, if you paid attention through the video, I cannot do this without holding my mouth open. I can't do anything without holding my mouth open. I know it's open right now. It's not open right now, but it hangs open half the time when I'm doing my makeup, so y'all would just have to excuse me. But this mascara is really good. I really, really like it. It's probably one of my favorites I've ever used. Got a little mascara on me right there. Always get it in the same spot. Do you all do that? Then I'm going to go into the Butter Bronzer highlight bronzer in Sunkissed Bronze and just kind of give myself a little bit of color. Then I'm going into Opal by Becca, the liquid version, and I'm going to put it on top of my cheekbones, down the center of my face, on the inner corners of my eyes, and under my brow bone, and right above my lips, just to really highlight the face and give the skin a more glowy look. This is again, this is really pretty if you're going to take pictures. And I just use my fingers to blend out anywhere near my eyes, like on the inner corner and under the brow bone. Then for lips, I'm going to line them with the NYX Natural Lip Liner. I like this lip liner. It's probably one of my favorites. It's very pretty, naturally pink color. And then I'm using MAC lipstick in Velvet Teddy, which is one of my favorite lipsticks. And it's a natural kind of pinky, nudie color. It's very pretty. Fix my hair again. It's driving me insane. But yeah, this is a really pretty look, and I hope y'all enjoy it.